Good evening, friends. It's Arpita here. So today we are going to talk on. Today is the Awakening series. Today is part 3, and today we on the topic would be anxiety disorder. Now, first, let us understand what is anxiety. What is its disorder? What is this anxiety disorder all about? It is first of all, when we talk about anxiety, it is connecting to it is related to our mental health. Right? Mental health. How healthy we are in our mind, in our thoughts, and our, the intellectual state. So when this is disorder, when there is an imbalance in this mind state, and the feelings of worry, fear, all this, they're very strong, and they keep interfering in your daily activities of life. Okay, this is called mental anxiety disorder, right? And now, what are the symptoms for this? How do you know that this is what is anxiety disorder for me? This is I'm suffering through anxiety disorder. How do you know? Like that, the symptoms like the mood swings, where you feel nervous, or where you feel restless or tensed or helpless sometimes, or there is a feeling of worthless kind of a feeling, and there is a panic inside. You feel, or you feel breathless, or you feel increased heartbeat rate. Your heart begins to beat at a very faster. Okay, and then there are some glimpses of the past. Maybe you might have experienced something in the past where you lost your self-respect, you lost your worthiness. Okay, where the situation has given a conclusion of your worthless, feeling all these things, and you are feeling as if you don't belong to this place. Disassociation, you're not able to associate yourself with this. All these things are the symptoms. And there's a sweating, there's a trembling from inside, and you feel weak, you feel tired. There's so many things. Mentally, you feel exhausted. You might be even having a sleeping problem. All these are the symptoms. Whenever we identify, whenever we understand that, these symptoms, through these symptoms, we realize that this is what we are going through. Anxiety is, when we understand in the polarity way, anxiety is nothing but there is an excitement inside. Okay, you are excited of something happening in your life. At the same time, you are scared that if anything goes wrong. Okay, that's the reason all these symptoms come up. So when you look into the positive side, yes, I'm so happy that something is happening. You feel so happy, but you want to be very careful in your stepping ahead, so that what joy you are feeling inside does not go just meaningless. Okay, this is what is all about. When you understand through the symptoms, you always need to see a polarity. You need to see what is the positive side of it. Nothing comes just like that. Every positivity comes with something contrast into it, and the same way every imbalance thing comes with a balanced kind of a positivity also behind. Okay, we need to see both the sides. And now, what are the types of anxiety? When we are talking about the anxiety, what are the types of anxiety we come into? The first is the social anxiety. Social anxiety it's like you are scared about what is going to happen. Will society accept me or not? Will I? What will be? In the society, will I not be? Labeling myself as a fool. You're scared of so many things. You're scared of something not happening, and you don't want something you have started, and you don't want to feel that this has not happened. So you want to be very careful. Okay, you want to be very careful, and unless you are thorough in understanding that, you don't want to do it. Okay, this is what social anxiety is. You are very much worried, concerned about what others feel about you. Okay, all these things are there. And now, what are the next point is next another type is the specific phobias. There are some specific things where we are scared of. Maybe it has come because of our past life events. in our past, in our life, maybe we have experienced something and that didn't work on, and maybe that crippled a fear in you to venture into something new. Okay, you're scared to extent that you don't want to do it. Okay, all these things come into the picture. So this is one of the type of the anxiety. And next is pain disorder. You feel tremendous, very painful, either psychologically in your heart, or physically some body parts might be paining. All these are the ways of anxiety. When something is going on in your mind, your body also begins to ache. You don't feel like eating. You don't feel like you feel like you don't feel like standing up for yourself. Your body completely goes into a mode of I just don't want to do anything, I don't want to listen anything, this kind, because you are scared that something may come into a point of as a block to your path. Okay, at the same time you're excited about something, at the same thing there is some fear also which is holding on to you. Okay, and now then one another type is the post traumatic stress disorder. Okay, it is called PTSD. It is like post stress, post trauma is like after you have experienced some traumatic situation, some very traumatic situation in your life. Whenever you are leading, whenever the life is giving you another opportunity, the stress is coming as a reminder again, because the positive opportunity, whenever it is coming, the past stress, whatever you have taken, is again coming into the memory. The memory is alive again, and then again you make it a point of, oh, not now, I'm not yet ready. Okay, you take a lot of time, this time you to come into a balance, and you come into a particular thing, particular schedule of your own life, aligning yourself to your life system. It takes time. And then there is a OCD. There is it's like obsessive compulsive disorder. This is like you're scared of something behind, and you keep on repeating the same pattern. You want to see this way only. You want to be overly careful about about some things where the fear is taken care of. You are working too much of defense mechanism. Okay, you're going into the defense mechanism where you're being highly very careful about things not being repeating again in your life, just how it has repeated in the past. Okay, and now these are the types of anxieties. But what causes anxiety? What are the factors that actually causes anxiety? It's like the life events. The first thing is always the life events, where you might have gone through, one might have gone through various situations in life where it has been very traumatic and very painful. And the event was heartbreaking. It's like some shock kind of a thing. And when that has happened, when suddenly some the person you love the most has just abandoned you or rejected you, some the person who respect you, you respect the person a lot, and the person you only attract only humiliation from them. All these things, all these events creates anxiety. When they create anxiety, and whenever there is a new opportunity life comes to, you fear all this might occur again, and you fear to move ahead in life. It takes time. It takes time to heal yourself and then move on. Okay, and then it is sometimes it is biological basis. Anxiety is completely biological. It is also biological because in your past, maybe there was a fear in the family as a pattern which has been running through, and the same fear is awakened in you. Because through the DNA, there's so many things which come and repeat as a pattern in your life also. Just as your grandparents what have gone through, your parents have gone through, so you also come across the same things. So in this way also, this anxiety, this is also a type of anxiety, and this also causes the anxiety in you. Okay, now how does the anxiety makes you feel? We have understood the symptoms, but how does it makes you feel? It makes suddenly body becomes highly alert, completely alert. Body in totality, every cell, every part of the body is suddenly alert, very high with a high frequency. It is alert because you are looking for the possible danger. What is the activating? You are at a point where you are become suddenly alert, and you are fighting it back, or you are flying away from that. You are escaping from the moment. Okay, this is how it will make you feel. You don't want to face it. Okay, I don't want to face that. You are either escaping it or you are fighting against it. Okay, this is what your responses are totally different. This includes the restlessness and all these things we have already talked about, the nervous system, or any danger, there's a panic of feeling of danger and all. And how do you overcome it? Okay, when we understand about the panic, when this anxiety, and how do we overcome this anxiety, first always you need to be aware the entire situation. You need to relive the situation in your all within yourself. Probably there's a positive situation which comes into your life. You need to, and you're feeling anxiety about it. You are feeling something danger would happen. You might feel last time also this has happened. I fear this time also this might happen, and I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. Instead of doing all this, just completely sit silently in your own silence within yourself. Take a deep breath. Okay, breathe in and breathe out. Just focus completely on your breath. Listen to the sound of your breath and allow the situation to happen again. And now when it is happening, there are so many insights. Maybe last time when the same situation has happened, you have not looked at certain aspects because you were so focused on that situation at that point of time. Might be there's always a possibility that you missed to see some things. So now in your own silence, with all the calmness, when you look into that situation again, there are new things you might come across. Okay, and then if you are not come across any new situation, or you are living the same thing, then you can always come back to the present. But that has happened in the past. It is nothing to do with the now. The past and now are not the same. Just because it happened in the past, I don't have to take it for granted that this time also, I don't have to accept the fact that this time also it is going to be the same. I need to change this thought process inside me. Okay, now when you think in these things, when you, as if you're talking to a trusted friend, when you talk it to yourself, then you will see there's so much of anxiety getting relaxed. And always get moving. Don't stick yourself with the same thing. Keep moving on. Give yourself enough rest. When you're feeling anxiety, it is always the first thing you need to do is calm down yourself. Completely take your own time, close your eyes, and just get back to the sound of your breath. Listen to the sound of your breath. Just focus, put all your focus on your breath. And through the breath only, with all the awareness of this breath itself, allow yourself to check into that situation again. What has created the situation which has triggered anxiety in you? Okay. And at this point, you may not feel like, you may feel very hungry, but you may not feel like eating. Don't skip meals. Never skip the meals. It is too much of anxiety that comes. Never skip the meals. Always, because the food is something which will keep you grounded, which will keep you relaxed completely. Because once you eat the food, when so much of mind disorder is happening, when you eat food and when you sleep, you become active. Okay, you become active and you know what to do next. Okay, these things happen, and now you can give yourself an exit strategy. Even if you feel, yes, I don't want to get into this, I don't want these things to happen again in my life. It may not happen, but still I don't want to take a chance, I need some more time, or in any other such things, or you want to give it some more time and watch. You can always keep exit strategy. The strategy is not because whenever you are creating a strategy, whenever you are giving yourself a strategy, you're not missing the goal. Okay, you will never miss the goal, but you will go on with that. The strategies change. You know that that is the point, I need to reach the goal, but in this path it might be difficult, and the same path I have a feeling that it's the same path, so I'm just changing the path. So goal is not changed. It is the strategy, it is the path which is little slightly differ. It is okay. Okay, as long as the goal is not changing, it is absolutely okay. So you need to understand that. And now live in the moment. Go according to the moment. At this moment, what is happening? Go according to that. Whenever you need to overcome about any anxiety or anything which feels very anxious in your life, always talk to yourself with that. First, calm down yourself. Talk to yourself as if you're talking to a trusted friend. More than you, I don't think anybody can trust anyone in like the self. The way we can trust ourselves, it is not possible to trust anyone. Unless we trust ourselves, we cannot see the same trust happening around with anyone at all. Okay. So just like how you speak to a trusted friend, speak out to yourself. Shout it out within yourself. Okay. Through the power of breath, see live the situation again. You might see many things which you have not which were not visible when it happened, the same situation happened in the previous time. Okay, there's so many things. And then you give yourself enough rest. That is also important. Okay, whenever we are giving enough rest to ourselves, there are so many things which we there are a body needs to be relaxed. Whenever you are anxious, that itself means your body is trembling, your body is not taking any step ahead. So you need to first relax your body completely. Unless your body is relaxed, that's when you go into a rest mode. Either you sit and meditate, focus on your breath, or you completely go to sleep. Okay, or sing some songs, keep out, sing a song which will clear you from that anxiety. All these things. Now, what are the treatments we can to treat ourselves in this anxiety disorder? First is the cognitive behavior therapy. Okay, when we are talking about the cognitive behavior therapy, it's a structured psychological treatment where the way we think and act and how it affects the way we feel. Whatever we are thinking, we are acting according to it, and how it is affecting our feelings also. And recognize the difference. Whenever you are thinking of anything, any situation or any point which is creating anxiety in you, always think that is it productive or is it unproductive? Okay, always understand that I'm thinking about these things, but is it worth it? Is it worth to give that kind of energy? Okay, and is it so productive that if I give this thing a thought, is this going to be productive or not? Always understand that. Okay, and learning how to let go of worries and solving problems. This is all cognitive behavior therapy. When I say, you sit in your own silence, connect to your breath, keep breathing, and then relive that situation. The minute reliving is relieving, it's a fact. Okay, and now when you are living that completely, when you are reliving again that situation, there are so many things, how to, the worries are getting over, and you are coming to a solution to whatever is the problem which is creating anxiety. Okay, these things happen. And now learning relaxation techniques and breathing techniques. These are all the techniques which help you in coming out of this anxiety. Some people have anxiety. Some people, even the young children nowadays, the youngsters, they are too anxious because of Corona or whatever, the life is not going somewhere, or they might be going through they might have planned something different in their life, and they want to, go ahead in that particular path, and they suddenly do not know because their friends are not going in that path. Their friends are completely going in a different path, and this person has one person has taken a different path where he is nowhere aware of where his friends are. Okay, and they may feel anxious. They may feel that, am I doing the wrong thing? Have I chosen the wrong path? Am I going the right way or not? All these things come into the picture. Okay, when all these things comes, there's so much of worries, and all these things comes. Always when you are coming into that muscle relaxation or any relaxation technique, this will help you gain confidence in you in whatever your choices were. It is okay. You have choice. You have chosen something different from everyone. So it is okay. I'm going to be different. So my circle would also be changing. My circle would change. My friends would change, and my entire lifestyle might be different. It might become worst. It might become the best. But it is okay. I have chosen. I want to explore this path in this way. Okay, I'm going to live my entire life in exploring this kind of path. When you take into that acceptance completely, this anxiety goes off completely. Okay, and now next is the another theory is behavior therapy. Behavior therapy is it is like exposing you to a specific thing that makes you conscious. Whatever is making you conscious, you are looking at it. You are anxious, you are looking at it. Allowing yourself to know more about conscious, it will, what happens when you are, when already something is creating anxiety in you, and whatever is creating anxiety in you, you are looking into it even more straight. You are continuously looking into it, and you are becoming more anxious. This helps in coping up with this fearful situations rather than avoiding it. It is better to face it rather than to avoid it. So when you are facing it, you have to deal with it. Okay, and then as you go closer, the perspective will different. That's what, when I said you go into a silence, talk about it, relive that. When you relive that as it is, as if it is happening right now, all the feelings will come out. Let everything come out. It is fine. It is absolutely fine, because whenever the things are coming out, it is actually going out. It is not coming out, it is going out from inside you. As you breathe out, everything is going out. Okay, these are the situations into perspective. These are you are worrying about the situation, that is taking it's a perspective. Oh, I thought this way, that's the reason I felt this way. Okay, had I thought something different, then I could have felt it also different. Right, it is based on, every feeling is based on some or the other thought. Now you changed your perception, the feeling is also changed. Okay, I saw there was completely pitch dark, and I stamped a tiny thread like a thing, and I thought it is snake, and there is a fear which crippled on me. But when I put into the light, I saw it was not a snake, it was just a rope. Okay, it is just the thought which is making everything. Right, so whenever you are feeling anxious about anything, it itself means you are not knowing the power of whatever you are creating. You are scared about something unknown because you do not know about it, so you are scared about it. Once you know about it, you are no more scared about it. Okay, unless you explore it, you will not know something. So anxiety is not something, just because you're feeling anxious, that does not mean you avoid it or play a defense mechanism and you leave it out. You have to face it, you have to explore it furthermore, so that you come out with the real picture. Okay, you come out completely with the real picture. It is just like the state where, a pregnant lady, how anxiety she feels before the delivery of the child, before the baby was born. And once the baby is born, all the all the anxiety, all the stress, everything is relaxed. Once the mother listens to the child, the first cry of the child, all the anxiety is gone, all the fear, everything, all the stress, everything is gone. That's how things happen. Okay, that's how we need to understand that everything is a perspective. You have understood a system with this kind of perspective, so this kind of feelings and connected thoughts have been jumbled into that. But when you have changed the perspective, the same thing, when you have changed the perspective, you are looking into the situation has changed completely. Right, and now next comes the e-therapies. E-therapies is all about, this is all e-therapy. What we are doing right now is like, most they teach you to identify and change the pattern. change the pattern of thinking and how you are behaving, and preventing you from overcoming from your anxiety, like easy to access. That should be there's a e-therapy is a system, it's a way of teaching, like how you are, like now this is a e-therapy. What I'm talking about, anxiety therapy, anxiety disorder now, is it's an e-therapy. Okay, through this talk, it's like counseling. Through the talk, I am making you aware of this is what is going to happen, and this is what is called anxiety, and this is how you are overcoming it. So this is e-therapy. Okay, it is particular, generally therapies are very benefit. Not everyone can go into a counselor, and not everyone can go to a therapist all the time for every small and petty issues, right? Even the small issues or some things we need to take our own responsibility and heal ourselves. That is the point where this e-therapies work a lot. Okay, it can be provided in many cases, without even having a visit to any psychiatrist or psychologist or anybody. You don't have to visit anyone. You're just listening. By just listening and acquiring the knowledge about it, you come to know what has happened to you. Right, this is all about the therapies, the treatment method. One is the cognitive behavior therapy, where you connect to your own breath, calm down yourself completely, and you relive the entire thing. Okay, you talk to yourself with that, you introspect within yourself, and you see whether there is any other thought or another perception which can change the entire aspect. Right, and next is the behavior therapy. Behavior therapy is how you are behaving to it, when you are coming close to it, as you explore it, how the behavior is changing. You are exploring it even further. Right, and next, third is the e-therapy. E-therapy is having knowledge, acquiring knowledge. It's a way of teaching your own self to identify and change the pattern of thinking and behavior of whatever it might be preventing to overcome this particular anxiety or whatever fear you carry. Okay, and now how is this anxiety disorder interfering with your relationships? Now, when a person is feeling anxiety and when this disorder is taking care, how a person is, how are we going to deal with this factor in relationships? How do you handle? First is learn all you can. Whatever is bothering you, whatever is creating fear in you, making you anxious, learn about it first. Exploration. Okay, once you learn about it, now you understand it's an encouraged treatment. Now you encourage it to happen. Okay, now I have learned about it, let me explore. It is encouraging the treatment. You are encouraging even more to come out of it. Okay, and now when you be angry at the situation, you can be angry on the situation, but not on your partner, because you cannot break a relationship just because you have something in your system going on. So you want to be angry, you can be angry, it is fine, because being emotional is about being human. End of the day, we are humans, and it is okay to be human. So it is not about being angry, but it is like you can be angry on a situation. What kind of situation is this? I'm in the situation. You can be angry on the situation, but not on your partner. Okay, that has to be taken care. And now monitor your own behavior. Now you keep monitoring your own behavior. How are you behaving when this kind of anxiety or anything is coming up? How are you behaving? Are you behaving distressed? Are you behaving like, depressed completely? Are you behaving like as if you don't want to listen to anyone? Okay, what are this behavior? Just be witness to it. The minute you witness, you realize that this is what is happening, the reversal format begins. Okay, now always focus on, whenever you monitor all these things, now you focus on your accomplishment. Okay, something has come, something beautiful has come into your life as an opportunity, and now you are suddenly scared, and now you do not know what to do with it. You are suddenly very anxious and very nervous about it, because there is some fear of success also. Okay, and now it is happening. Now focus, so now what you are making it is a positive turn. Now focus on whatever you have accomplished so far, no matter however small they may seem to be, whatever maybe the small things you have acquired, you have accomplished in your life previously. Focus on all that. You could do this, you could do this, you could do this, so you could do this also. It is okay. Okay, at the most what will happen, nothing might happen. It is okay. You're not trying to like prove to somebody else. You're not waiting for somebody's conduct certificate where you need to worry about so many things. Okay, you can relax yourself, stay on the same team, stay with patience. Okay, stay with the same audience. Don't immediately jump, oh, if I'm with this auditions with this audience, I may not win, so I will change it. So you don't have to do all that. So stay tuned, be patient, be completely patient with whomever you are and whatever conditions you are and whichever surroundings, whichever situation you are. But explore it completely. You don't have to avoid something, whatever it is, because always understand wherever there is anxiety, the positive side is you're being happy about something, you're excited about something. That is what anxiety means. Okay, why you are feeling fear? You're feeling fear because the excitement may fail. It is okay. You don't have to feel so excited, or you don't have to feel so anxious. You can take it being on that point at that moment, and you can take the thing ahead. Okay, you can slowly move on. This is little about anxiety. Whenever there are so many things, situation nowadays, youngsters have been going through this anxiety levels. So whenever there is anxiety, always work on a point of making yourself calm first. That's the first step. Keep yourself completely calm, and then slowly you can work on the other factors of embracing it and understand it bit by bit by reliving the situation. What is that which is causing anxiety in you? And what are those fears which are creating a nervous or restless state within you? Are those fears worth of it? Productive or unproductive? Do I really need to be scared about all these things, or is it just some past event? The memory of the past event is creating this vibrations in you. Okay, so when you focus on this step by step, slowly in your own silence, when you introspect, begin to question yourself, then you will see there is so many things which have changed, and you will see the anxiety is dissolved, and even the excitement is come into a balanced state. Okay, slowly things will move on. Okay, friends, so this is a little about anxiety. Today I've talked. Any doubts anyone has, any experiences you want to change, you want to share, or further any clarifications on this topic, then please do leave a comment and I'll be responding. See you all tomorrow at 7 o'clock with a new topic again. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much.